Baruch chapter 6. A copy of a letter which Jeremiah sent to them, which were to be led captives into Babylon by the king of the Babylonians, to certify them as it was commanded him of God. Because of the sins which you have committed before God, you will be led away captives to Babylon by Nebuchadnezzar, king of the Babylonians. So when you come to Babylon, you will remain there many years, and for a long season, even for 7 generations, and after that I will bring you out peaceably from there. But now you will see in Babylon gods of silver and of gold, and of wood borne on shoulders, which cause the nations to fear. Beware, therefore, that you in no way become like the strangers, neither let fear take hold on you because of them, when you see the multitude before them and behind them worshiping them. But say in your hearts, O Lord, we must worship you, for my messenger is with you, and I myself care for your souls. For their tongue is polished by the workmen, and they themselves are overlaid with gold and with silver, yet they are but false and cannot speak. In taking gold, as it were for a virgin that loves to be happy, they make crowns for the heads of their gods, and sometimes also the priests carry from their gods gold and silver and bestow it on themselves, and will even give thereof to the common prostitutes, and they deck them as men with garments, even the gods of silver and gods of gold and of wood. Yet these gods cannot save themselves from rust and moth, though they are covered with purple raiment. They wipe their faces because of the dust of the temple, which is thick on them. And he that cannot put to death on one that offends against him holds a scepter, as though he were judge of a country. He also has a dagger in his right hand and an axe, but cannot deliver himself from war and robbers, whereby they are not known to be gods. Therefore do not fear them. For like as a vessel that a man uses is worth nothing when it is broken, even so it is with their gods. When they are set up in the temples, their eyes are full of dust through the feet of those who come in. And as the courts are made sure on every side on him that offends the king, as being committed to suffer death, even so the priests make fast their temples with doors, with locks and bars, lest they are carried off by robbers. They light the candles, yes, more than for themselves, of which they cannot see one. They are as one of the beams of the temple, and men say their hearts are eaten out, when things creeping out of the earth devour both them and their raiment. They do not feel it when their faces are blackened through the smoke that comes out of the temple. Bats, swallows, and birds land on their bodies and heads, and in like manner the cats also, whereby you may know that they are no gods. Therefore do not fear them, notwithstanding the gold with which they are beset to make them beautiful, except one wipe off the rust, they will not shine, for not even when they were molten did they feel it. Things wherein there is no breath are bought at any cost. Having no feet, they are borne on shoulders, whereby they declare to men that they are worth nothing. They also that serve them are ashamed, for if they fall to the ground at any time, they cannot rise up again of themselves, neither, if they are bowed down, can they make themselves straight. But the offerings are set before them as if they were dead men. And the things that are sacrificed to them, their priests sell and spend. And in like manner, their wives also lay up part thereof in salt. But to the poor and to the impotent, they will give nothing thereof. The ministress women and the women in childbirth touch their sacrifices, knowing, therefore, by these things that they are not gods, and so do not fear them. For how can they be called gods? Because women set meat before the gods of silver, gold, and wood. And in their temples the priests sit on seats, having their clothes torn and their heads and beards shaven, and nothing on their heads. They roar and cry before their gods, as men do at the feast when one is dead. The priests also take off garments from them and clothe their wives and children in addition. Whether it be evil that one does to them or good, they are not able to repay it. They can neither set up a king nor put him down. In like manner, they can neither give riches nor money. Though a man makes a vow to them and does not keep it, they will never exact it. They can save no man from death, neither deliver the weak from the mighty. They cannot restore a blind man to his sight, nor deliver any that is in distress. They cannot show no mercy to the widow, nor do good to the fatherless. They are like the stones that are hewn out of the mountain, these gods of wood, and that are overlaid with gold and with silver. Those who minister to them will be confounded. How should a man then think or say that they are gods, when even the Chaldeans themselves dishonor them? Who, if they will see one mute that cannot speak, they bring him and entreat him to call on Baal, as though he were able to understand. Yet they cannot perceive this themselves and forsake them, for they have no understanding. The women also with cords around them sits in the ways, burning barn for incense. But if any of them draw by some that passes by, lies with him, she reproaches her fellow, that she was not thought as worthy as herself, nor her cord broken. Whatever is done among them is false. How should a man then think or say that they are gods? They are fashioned by carpenters and goldsmiths. They can be nothing else than the workmen will have them to be. And they themselves that fashioned them can never continue long. How then should these things that are fashioned by them? For they have left lies and reproaches to those who come after. For when there comes any war or plague on them, the priests consult with themselves, where they may be hidden with them. How then can men not understand that they are not gods, which can neither save themselves from war nor from plague? Seeing they are but of wood and overlaid with gold and with silver, it will be known hereafter that they are false, and it will be manifest to all nations and kings that they are no gods, but the works of men's hand, and that there is no work of God in them. Who then may not know that they are no gods? For neither can they set up a king in a land, nor give rain to men. Neither can they judge their own cause, nor redress a wrong, being unable, for they are as crows between the heavens and earth. For even when fire falls on the house of gods of wood and overlaid with gold or with silver, their priests will flee away and escape, but they themselves will be burned apart like beans. Moreover, they cannot withstand any kind or any king or enemies. How should a man then allow or think that they are gods? Neither are those gods of wood and overlaid with silver or with gold able to escape therefrom, either from thieves or robbers, whose gold and silver and garments with which they are clothed, that they are strong, will take from them and go away with them, and neither will they be able to help themselves. Therefore, it is better to be a king that shows his manhood, or else a vessel in a house profitable, that of which the owner will have need, than such false gods, or even a door in a house to keep the things safe that are therein, than such false gods, or a pillar of wood in a palace, than such false gods. For sun and moon and stars, being bright and sent to do their offices, are obedient. Likewise also the lightnings, when it glitters is fair to see, and after the same manner the wind also blows in every country. And when God commands the clouds to go over the whole world, they do as they are told, and the fire sent from above to consume mountains and woods does as it is commanded. But these are to be likened to them, neither in show nor power. Why a man should neither think nor say that they are gods, seeing they are neither able to judge causes, nor to do good to men. Knowing therefore that they are not gods, do not fear them, for they can neither curse nor bless kings, neither can they show signs in the heavens among the nations, nor shine as the sun, nor give light as the moon. The beasts are better than they, for they can get under a covert and help themselves. In no way then is it manifest to us that they are gods. Therefore do not fear them. For as a scarecrow in a garden of cucumbers that keeps nothing, so are their gods of wood and overlaid with gold and with silver. Likewise also their gods of wood and overlaid with gold and with silver are like to a white thorn and an orchard that every bird sits on, as also to a dead body that is cast out into the dark. And you will know them to be no gods by the bright purple that rots on them. And they themselves afterwards will be consumed, and will be a reproach in the country. Better therefore is that the just man that has no idols, for he will be far from reproach.